I'm Jyoti Thotam from Time Magazine, and I'm here today in Chennai for 10 questions with A.R. Rahman. Our first question comes from Rue Roy in London. She asks, how do you think your career and your music will change now that you've won 2 very well-deserved Oscars?
Well, I think in the West, I've been getting a lot of offers from Hollywood, and collaborations are possible with pop artists and icons and all that stuff. So, and at the same time, I want to continue doing some of my films, with some of my favorite directors here.
Rachel Bohr in New York wants to know, what can Hollywood learn from Bollywood?
First of all, I hate the word Bollywood.
Okay.
Because it doesn't represent Indian films, because Indian films are like from Chennai, it's Tamil films, and Kerala, Malayalam films, and then Telugu, and then Kannadam, and then the Hindi. So the word Bollywood means Hindi films, or North Indian stuff also. There's so much actually culturally, and philosophies, and poetry, and ragas, and so many different things. And of course, I think people have this undying excitement and energy. Mm-hmm. There's so much to take from this part of the world.
Do you believe in a universal music, and is that what you were trying to achieve with this film?
I do believe in universal music, because all of us are, in a way, getting multicultural in our ears, And then when you, bottom line is, most of us love melodies, most of us love grooves. So there is a kind of universality in when you focus into it, you can find it. And because the film's theme is very universal, it's about hope and optimism. I think it went well with supporting the film's ideology.
There was an interesting question from Mayank Keshavaya in Los Angeles about one of your songs. He said he recently heard the remix of J-Ho featuring the Pussycat Dolls, and he says, I was a bit surprised that you would have consented to have that done to what was such a beautiful song. What motivated it?
Well, what motivated was, it's a film soundtrack. Slumdog is a film soundtrack. I didn't want that to die as a film soundtrack. I wanted that to extend and go to the younger audience too. So the Pussycat Dolls, in my opinion, were that one of those contenders. And even though all of us had a little bit of apprehensions, we made sure that we told that this is a song about destiny, it's about love and all this stuff, and about victory. So don't make it obscene, and make it as lovable as, and respect that thing.
So you were very conscious of that?
We were all very conscious. It took almost 8 different tries to get it right. First time it had lyrics like sexy, sexy, and all this stuff. And I didn't like it. And then Ron took over, and then he made sure that it was delivered right.
Where do you see yourself fitting in to the modern scheme of music?
What is modern is rediscovering yourself, rediscovering the way music is done is modern. I do love to embrace new technology and new ideas, and especially like in the film like Slumdog, where Danny suggested MIA. MIA is so modern, interpretation of music and everything. So it was like a 2 cultures meeting in a way. Like some of the people who are very close-minded, they say, oh, what are they doing? It's just noise. Rap is noise, and heavy metal is noise. So when you go into that framework, you just try to like something for what it is, not, go take a lens and disrupt it and try to analyze it. So with this philosophy, I think I kept moving on for like 18 years, rediscovering myself.
As a convert to Islam, do you view your career in a spiritual light?
I personally feel that the whole journey which I've gone through with Sufism and all this stuff, I believe that when good vibes come from people, like prayers and love come from people, it changes your destiny. And that's what I always felt about my life, that there was a lot of goodwill from a lot of people, and prayers from family, and Sufi peers and stuff. That's changed my destiny, I feel, and it's still changing my destiny. Getting those 2 Oscars, I definitely felt that, and I have to thank all the people, especially who have done so much of prayers for that.
There's another question from a reader, Syed Kadir in Lake in the Hills, Illinois. He asks, Some Islamic fundamentalists forbid people to listen to music. What is your view on this?
There's so much. It's like a sea of ideas, Islam. And I embrace this faith because of Sufism. And I personally discovered love and music which cleanses your mind and heals you. And these are my explanations and reasons to follow music. My whole scoring and my whole philosophy in music is different. And I derive inspiration from the divine. So I can't answer that question whether it's right or wrong, but I know that whatever I'm doing is being loved by people, and I do get my prayers answered.